Welcome to Trending Daily. I'm Makhdoom Shahabuddin. Today's episode covers two major developments that are shaping narratives in South Asia and beyond. On one side, Pakistan's global image receiving reinforcement at an important international peace forum after praise from US President Donald Trump. On the other side, India facing embarrassment and setbacks while hosting the AI Impact Summit in New Delhi, an event that was meant to showcase its technological leadership. Let us begin with the first development. At the inaugural meeting of the Board of Peace, President Donald Trump publicly praised Pakistan's civilian and military leadership. In international diplomacy, such public endorsements are not casual remarks. They carry symbolic weight. They influence media narratives, they affect investor confidence, and they shape global perceptions. During the meeting, Trump openly appreciated Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Chief of Army Staff Field Marshal Asim Munir. His remarks described them as strong and capable leaders. He used phrases indicating personal regard and respect, portraying them as serious, firm, and decisive. When a US president publicly commends a country's leadership at a multilateral forum, it sends a signal. It signals recognition, it signals diplomatic engagement, it signals that the country remains strategically relevant in global affairs. For Pakistan, this moment reinforced an image of responsible statecraft. One of the key aspects of Trump's remarks involved reference to tensions between Pakistan and India. He acknowledged efforts that prevented escalation between two nuclear-armed states. This framing was important. It positioned Pakistan as a responsible nuclear power, willing to avoid escalation and pursue diplomatic engagement rather than conflict. In global politics, perception matters. Being seen as a stabilizing force rather than a destabilizing actor changes diplomatic equations. It influences how major powers engage with a country. It affects how international institutions evaluate partnerships. The Board of Peace meeting included leaders from countries such as Saudi Arabia, Turkey, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, and Kazakhstan. Pakistan's inclusion among these states projected it as an active participant in peace building and multilateral diplomacy. Another important dimension was civil-military coordination. By praising both civilian and military leadership, Trump indirectly highlighted institutional alignment within Pakistan. For global observers, internal stability and coordinated governance structures are crucial indicators when assessing long-term partnerships. Historically, US-Pakistan relations have experienced fluctuations. Periods of close cooperation have been followed by phases of tension. Therefore, public appreciation at a global forum suggests a moment of diplomatic positivity. It reinforces Pakistan's strategic relevance in regional and global affairs. Trump's description of Pakistani leadership as tough yet willing to make peace created a dual narrative: militarily capable yet diplomatically flexible, strong yet open to negotiation. This balance enhances Pakistan's image as a state that safeguards sovereignty while preferring stability. Such endorsements also have economic implications. When global investors observe diplomatic engagement at high levels, it strengthens perception of predictability. Participation in peace forums enhances soft power. It expands diplomatic outreach. It contributes to a more favorable international media narrative. In global politics, reputation is capital. And at that moment, Pakistan accumulated diplomatic capital. Now let us turn to the second development. While Pakistan was receiving positive reinforcement at an international peace forum, India was attempting to showcase its technological ambitions at the AI Impact Summit in New Delhi. The summit was positioned as a flagship event on artificial intelligence, governance, and innovation. It was intended to highlight India's readiness to lead global conversations on AI regulation, investment, and technological progress. The event attracted policymakers, technology executives, investors, and global stakeholders. However, a series of setbacks overshadowed its intended message. One of the most high-profile developments was the withdrawal of Bill Gates from delivering his scheduled keynote address. Gates had been listed as a marked speaker. His presence would have reinforced the summit's global stature. However, he cancelled shortly before his appearance. The Gates Foundation was represented instead by Ankur Vora. Regardless of official explanations, the optics were damaging. Losing one of the most recognizable global technology figures at a critical moment weakened the summit's credibility. It fed speculation, it shifted media focus away from AI discussions toward questions about coordination and influence. But this was not the only challenge. Reports from attendees described long queues, overcrowding, confusion regarding access procedures, and insufficient signage. Exhibitors reportedly struggled to reach their booths. Visitors experienced chaotic entry systems and poor crowd management. The Union IT Minister publicly apologized for disruptions on the opening day. While the apology acknowledged responsibility, it also confirmed that significant organizational lapses had occurred. For a country aspiring to lead in artificial intelligence governance, basic conference management failures raise uncomfortable questions. If logistical coordination falters at a flagship summit, how persuasive is the claim of technological leadership? The summit faced further embarrassment due to an incident involving a robotic dog displayed by an Indian university. The device was reportedly a commercially available Chinese product presented as indigenous innovation. The stall was subsequently vacated, and the episode triggered criticism online. At a summit meant to showcase domestic AI capability, this controversy damaged credibility. It raised concerns about oversight and authenticity checks. It reinforced skepticism regarding claims of technological self-reliance. Additional issues including conflicting session schedules, traffic disruptions caused by VIP movements, and sections of the exhibition reportedly closed at times. These cumulative problems projected administrative fragility rather than seamless efficiency. There was also a symbolic moment that went viral. Prime Minister Narendra Modi posed for a unity gesture with AI executives such as Sam Altman and Dario Amado. The rival CEOs did not join hands as expected, creating visible awkwardness. Although rooted in corporate rivalry, the optics reflected poorly on-stage coordination. International summits are carefully choreographed to project unity and leadership. Instead, that moment became symbolic of fragmentation. Domestically, opposition voices criticized the summit as disorganized and poorly managed. Public discourse contrasted ambitious rhetoric with operational shortcomings. The broader implication is significant. Major international summits are tests of state capacity. They measure not just policy vision but administrative competence, crisis management, institutional coordination, and narrative control. In this case, high-profile cancellations, logistical breakdowns, exhibition controversies, and symbolic missteps diluted the intended message. India aspires to play a central role in global AI governance. It has talent, startups, and large digital market. But credibility depends on execution. Ambition must be matched with operational excellence. Meanwhile, in the same regional context, Pakistan's image was reinforced through public praise at an international peace forum. These two contrasting narratives highlight a fundamental principle in international affairs. Global influence is shaped not only by power or ambition, but by perception. Perception is built through consistent performance. Diplomatic forums, technology summits, and multilateral meetings are not symbolic gatherings alone. They are stages where countries demonstrate competence, stability, and reliability. For Pakistan, positive endorsement strengthened its diplomatic standing. For India, setbacks at a flagship AI summit complicated its effort to project technological leadership. The larger lesson is clear. In global politics, credibility is earned through execution. Strong narratives must be supported by strong systems. Grand announcements must be matched by meticulous planning. Because in today's interconnected world, every success and every failure is amplified globally. This is Trending Daily. I'm Makhdoom Shahabuddin. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we will continue to analyze the developments that shape our region and the world. See you in the next episode.